Hey guys, it's Rob. 543 days until I turn 30, and it is a good news sort of update today. Like, really good, I think. Weight loss shows down to 238.3. Had a beast mode workout on Wednesday. Maybe it was Tuesday. Tuesday, Wednesday, Wednesday? I don't remember. But the important part is uh, every once in a while you push yourself harder and figure out exactly what you can do. So that was awesome. Um, and then on the plot enhancements front, I've got 4 and about a half of them done out of 11. Um, and the fun part is several of them have resulted in humor, which I think is going to play out well. And I've really enjoyed writing them and just writing dramatic dialogue again in general. So that is lighting me up and exciting me. A week or two ago, maybe, I happened to traipse over to fanfiction.net, which is a community where people can make stories. People make and share stories based on existing intellectual properties. If I liked Doctor Who or Star Trek or something, I could go over to the section of that and I could read those stories, or I could even write a story and share it. You don't do it for profit or anything. You do it for absolutely free because you don't own the intellectual property. You can't make money off of it. And I happen to be digging through things based on the intellectual property Final Fantasy, which is a video game. And I came across a story that someone had written that was over 360,000 words long. For point of reference, my book in its current state is roughly a sixth of that length. But it was food for thought. I said, wow, if there are people out there who are willing to write 360,000 words for free. Now, I didn't dig too deep into the story to see how high of quality it was, and it could be that it wasn't that great of quality, but it could very well be a literary gem buried on that website for anyone who goes digging into the right subfolder and subcategory that wants to find it. But that is not so much my point as how do I, a writer who is not previously published by through the standard channels, and whose writing experience is relatively low in the professional sense, how do I go about having the audacity to ask people to pay good money for my story when there are other people, in the exact same level of publishing experience out there doing it for free? And the answer that I came to, that I hold to and gives me confidence ultimately, is that what I plan to do to separate myself from that is what I call the premium experience. The idea that number one, I firmly believe that if you want to go out and do something and be paid for it, and there's someone else who comes up and says, well, shoot, I'll do the same service for free on principle. It is not your job or your role to then ball up on the ground, pitch a fit, and whine about it. It is your job to figure out how to further differentiate yourself from the pack, how to make yourself a premium experience, something worth paying for. If there are people willing to do the basic job for free, what can you do to give people something that they'd be willing to pay for? A bit of a quit complaining and get constructive kind of angle. You can't change the fact that somebody is willing to do what you're doing for free. What you can change is what you're willing to offer and how much effort you're willing to put into it. And if you decide you're not willing to put in the extra effort, you may need to look for another field of endeavor. I mean, that's kind of the bottom line if you're trying to make money from what you're doing. But on the subject of the premium experience, so when I finish writing this and get cover art done, editing done, so on and so forth, go to publish, so on, that's not the end of this book, not only in the sense that it's planned to be a trilogy from the get-go. I plan to be available to people. I plan to run Google Hangouts, to do YouTube videos answering questions people might have about the story or why I wrote it in specific ways. in that way, I plan to give people a greater insight to how the process went. I'm happy to answer questions about how self-publishing works once I go through the process myself, to kind of lower your fears if you're trying to do it. But ultimately, there will be a lot of playing it by ear, seeing what I need to do to really get people on fire about what I'm doing. Aside from just quality concerns, I'm going to make a point to make myself the kind of person you can believe in, to put forth the extra effort, I suppose. In an industry like writing fiction, where there's a ton of people who want to get in and very few people getting in, you can't go forward with the mindset of, I'm just going to punch the clock. If you're looking to punch the clock, there's plenty of jobs that'll let you just do that. But you've got to separate yourself from the pack. You've got to stand out. There's no merit in being an ordinary sort of experience. And as someone writing a book, I consider it my job to discover what it takes to offer that premium, outstanding experience. So I hope when the time comes that I'm putting this book out, I hope you'll make the leap of faith in me to make the purchase and all that. I'm certainly not putting it out until I believe in it, until I think it's ready, and I'll plan to be there on the other side, ready to interface with you, interact with you, make it something special. So that's the goal, and that's the show. Like and share if you enjoyed it. We're getting close. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to hand it off to beta readers and get feedback, and I'm excited. I'm really, really excited. But for the time being, that's all on this. This weekend, lots of video game streaming on Twitch TV at the link below. Fiddling around with RPG Maker tomorrow evening, The Sims 3 on Saturday morning, and Penumbra, a game that was gifted to me by another Steam user, thank you Kamikaze Doll, which I will gratefully and graciously play on Sunday night with the lights down low, enjoying the horror spooky atmosphere. Take care, have a great weekend, and I will see you on Monday. Hey guys, it's Rob. Well, that was something.